Welcome to the Daily Review. This is Razak, Senior Trading Strategist here at CMTrading. And today is June 5th, 2024, and today is Wednesday morning. So looking at the highlights of the day, we're watching the Turkish Lira spike to its lows. But first, looking at today's major economic events, we start out the day at 3:45 South African time out of Canada. Bank of Canada is having a rate statement, which is an interest rate decision. And then at 4 p.m. South African time out of the United States, an ISM services PMI number coming out. Now shifting over to the market, starting out with the Forex symbols and majors unchanged. Now looking at the indices, Dow Jones and the NASDAQ, modest gains. Now looking at commodities, oil had that sell-off, but it looks like it's bottoming out. That's a question mark. We're going to take a look at that. And shifting over to stocks, Nvidia pushing higher and inches to new highs. And lastly, looking at cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin pops back to its resistance-ish level above 70K. So let's take a look at the markets and see what we can expect from today's trading. So here we go with the Turkish Lira. You can see it right in front of me. It had this massive spike to its lows. I'm going to zoom out that you can see the all-time lows versus where it is right now. And you can see that it is fading, okay, which means that there's a correctional move that's happening right now. Question is whether or not that's going to be bona fide, all right? So let's look at a longer time frame, a daily chart. Look at that huge spike, okay, going to its lows and then correcting itself at 32.48-ish level right now. So keep this in mind. This is going to trade today, and it's going to have some volatility as a makeup to yesterday. We might just see it just correct itself and fade the move, but it's in play. Okay, that's the major part of this. Okay, so just be careful if you do decide to trade it. Put your stop losses in place. Now jumping into commodities. All right, let's take a look at crude oil. I mean, this is a 4-hour chart. We're going to take a little weekly chart just to give us perspective. We've been in a very tight range. Okay, we've been between $80 and somewhere in between $68. Now we're at 73 right now, and we're just dipping below the 200-day moving average. That's important. That 200-day moving average is very important. Now, if we get a breakout on the 8-day over the 30-day moving average, which is the red line over the blue line, that's also very significant. Okay, so just keep this in mind. If this does pick up on momentum on the downside, this could really sell off even further. Now, looking at a daily chart, we're in congestion area, okay, which means that there is some kind of support around this area between 70 and $73. Specifically, also on the lower end is $68 as a supportish level. So keep that in mind as this continues to trade sideways. Now looking at natural gas, got a little bit of a perk up. It's still trading in a range. It's finding a new range to trade, but it's been a really decent play from day to day. Okay, we had a really good day on a daily signal that made over $1,000 in just 5 hours of trading. So it's there, and potential is there as well. Now jumping into the U.S. markets, the Dow Jones inched higher, okay, modest gains up on the day, okay, but it is at resistance-ish area. If we jump into the technology stocks, the NASDAQ is up also. Now looking at NVIDIA, this is where it becomes really interesting. It inched back to all-time record highs at 1153, right shy of its 1156-ish level, okay, if we look at that, you know, yesterday on a daily chart, it ended the day on its highs. And so keep this in mind, all right? It is making highs, but not breaking out. It's not like, you know, boom, okay? It's significant because it is making new highs. So just be aware of that today. If this continues breaking higher, that's really an important factor to it. Now, looking at the rest of the stocks, they're really mixed, okay? This is June trading, okay? We are in the beginning of the summer, okay? And you could feel it already. Just the volatility isn't there. The volume isn't there. You know, things are just calming down. So I don't want to spend too much time and too much effort, you know, at this time of the year when the market's a little bit more sluggish. However, there's still opportunities. And look at that opportunity, Bitcoin moving to its all-time record highs at 71,000 and just shy of its all-time. So keep that in mind. I mean, we are at our highs here. And this is really important to note because this is something that if it does break out higher, we could get that flip to, you know, higher and higher. So keep that at rest as well. This is Razak. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.